Happy Vlogmas, everybody. Today is December 13th and today is day 13 of 25 days of vlogging. So today I am showing you how I wrap Christmas gifts. So these are just a few tips that I learned throughout the years. A lot of people don't know, when I was a lot younger, like in my teens, I used to work at this Christmas store. And so I picked up a few tips because part of the things that we offered when somebody made a purchase, we had to wrap the gift. So, this looks crazy. What? Here we go. Let me just start. Actually, there we go. Yeah, so these are just some of the tips that I picked up while working at that store. So I'm just going to show you some tips and tricks for how to easily wrap Christmas gifts. So the first thing that you want to do, so I'm starting out with this really fun Will Ferrell wrapping paper. I just love this. And then just to show, I'm just going to start with this box and I'm going to show you what I do. So basically what you want to do is place your item that you want to wrap on the actual wrapping paper. That way you know exactly how much to cut. So you want to take, you want to put the item in the middle of the wrapping paper and then fold it over. And you want to make sure that you have enough to cover the top of the box or whatever you're wrapping. And then give yourself about 2 inches. A lot of times they'll have these grid lines, so it makes it really easy to make a precise cut. So I'm going to go actually 3 boxes over and just cut it. And then if you glide your scissors, it actually makes it a lot faster too. And it doesn't have to be perfect, so I'll show you why in a minute. And then another tip that I do is taking regular tape. I like to pre-cut my tape because that makes it go a lot faster. So I usually take about 10 pieces. Oops. I usually take about 10 pieces about this length. I don't even know if you can see that. About this length. Here we go. And then do about 10 pieces. So how's everybody's holiday going? Has everybody finished their holiday shopping, or are you like me, kind of doing it last minute? Let me know in the comment section. I think I'm more of a fan of like online shopping. I'm not really into like beating the holiday crowds. I'll probably do the majority of my stuff online. Okay, so now that we have the tape set up, now what you want to do is, so this is like the biggest tip that I learned to make your gift wrap look more professional. So what you want to do is work with the opposite side of the gift. So turn it upside down, and then all of your edges, so you see how it's not, can you see that? You see how it's not perfect? That's okay, because we're going to fold it. So what you do is just fold all the edges, and that's going to give you a really precise line. And if you really want to get fancy, you could try to cut and fold it in a way that your pattern matches, but I don't usually do all that. You can if you want to. Okay, so now that all of our edges are folded, we're going to take this first piece and wrap it over the top of the box and then hold it. So what some people do is put a piece of tape here, but then it makes it hard when you unwrap it. So you actually want to take the second part and then now you can tape it. So you want to tape it closer to the edge of the bottom of your gift, another time in the middle, or another piece of tape in the middle, and then another piece on the edge. Okay, so now that's nice and secure, so now you can clean up the edges. So what I like to do is, so you see how there's like a lot of excess on the side? This is where the box ends. So you actually don't need all of this extra. So I'm going to cut that. So actually I didn't even need to hold it. I'm just going to cut around. Because you really only need a little bit of excess. The more paper that's left, the more like messy the end result is going to look. Okay, so now that that's cut out, and then also save these too, because if you have something small, you can even use this to make like cards. Okay, so now in order to make this easier to work with, I'm going to fold this a little bit. That way I can stand the box on top. Now what you want to do, so this is the seam. This is where all of our tape is going to go on this side. This is the side that we want to keep like looking nice. Okay, so you're going to pinch in the sides and you're going to create triangles. Okay, and then you're going to fold it like an envelope. So then before that, I'm going to secure it with tape. And then I'm not taping it, I don't know if you can see, I'm not taping it to the actual box, I'm taping it to the wrapping paper itself. That way it's easier to open, because if you tape it on the box, it's going to stick to it. So I'm just going to tape down the edges. And now you see like it's nice and precise. And now with this part, don't just fold it over. So you actually want to fold it first, that way you have a crispy line, and then bring it over. And then all you have to do is just secure it again with tape. And now this side is complete. So now you do the same thing on the other side. So this is a lot. This side actually had way more excess. So I'm gonna cut a lot more off. And you don't have to be precise when you cut it because you're just gonna fold it and make it look better. Okay, so same thing, just pinch in the sides and create your triangles, one on the top, one on the bottom. And then see how like this is still overlapping? You could even go in and cut it some more if you want to. That way it's not bulky. Okay, so now I'm gonna lay that down because it's not gonna show, so it doesn't matter. And then I'm just gonna tape it. And then one more on the other side, on the seam. And then now all you have to do is just fold this top piece over. And looks like that's kind of crooked. Just fold that top piece over and then secure it down. And now you have a nicely wrapped gift. And you can see how all of your tape and seams are on the back. So this is what I'll probably show. I'll put a nice bow here, and then all of that looks like you can't even see the seams. It looks perfect. All right, so that's how to do basic boxes. And now what would you do if you had to wrap something like odd shaped? Like, for example, something round. So you can apply the same kind of principles. You just have to, basically the trick to wrapping these kind of items is you do the same method, but you don't wrap it as tightly. You kind of give yourself a little bit of room. And what you don't want to do, this is so funny to me. So have you ever seen, or have you ever wrapped gifts like this? This is so funny to me. Not even enough room. But have you ever seen those gifts under your tree where it's kind of like that, and then you put a bow on it and call it a day? That's what you don't want to do. So what you do want to do, and we'll just use the same paper so we don't waste it, but you just do the same method. You're just going to work with a little bit more, work with the paper a little more loosely. So I'm going to prep my tape again. And some people think just because the gift they're wrapping isn't perfectly square that you can't use the method, but you'd be surprised, you actually can. Okay, that's good. Okay, so same thing. So I'm going to place my item in the middle, and then I have the back side showing towards me because whatever's going to be on the top is going to be where the seams are. So I'm just going to fold it in and cover my item. Actually, I should have folded this first. Fold that. Okay, so fold it over. And then bring this over on the other side. And then place your tape towards the bottom of your gift in the middle. And then on the bottom of the other side. Now we're going to do the exact same thing that we did before. So we're going to cut off most of the excess here. Oops. And then what I'm going to do is the same thing. So I'm going to pinch it in. And now you can still see where it's still really bulky, so that means I need to cut even more off. Okay, so pinch in the sides, and then just fold. And secure it down with tape. And then the same thing. So now you're left with this triangle, and then you can actually, to make it look nicer, I think I'm gonna overlap it instead of folding it like I did the first time. That way it's like more of a nicely secure, I don't know what I'm gonna say. But yeah, so like it doesn't look as perfect and precise, but it's still, I feel like it looks decent. So you can still do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so pinch in the sides, create the triangle. And then if you have too much leftover gift wrap, you can either cut it off or just fold it down. So I'm folding it down. Take some tape. And then I'm just going to bring this over and just try to smooth it out. And there you have it. So you can also wrap oddly shaped gifts as well using the same method. And then once you finish wrapping, this is where the fun part comes in. You can add like homemade cards. You can cut out like a heart shape out of like the scrap wrapping paper, or a star shape. You can add bows. You can add all kinds of stuff, even ribbon. If you were to wrap like a ribbon over one side and then a ribbon over the other side, and then take the extra, and then you would take your, I wish I had some ribbon to show. Then you take your scissors and you pull the ribbon, and that's gonna curl it. That looks really nice too. Okay, so now that we've learned how to not properly wrap gifts, but like how to efficiently wrap gifts, now we have Josh.
Ta-da!
So now I'm gonna show him how to wrap it. Because I feel like maybe your gift wrapping skills need a refresh, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get some boxes to try out. Okay, so I'm gonna show Josh how I do my method. So are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Yes, so first prep your tape.
Okay.
So just get a couple of, this really helps. I know it seems simple, but like having that on the side is really convenient. You don't have to stop in between.
I'm a little slow with it, you know. Try to be a good student here. Alrighty. I think that's enough.
And now, what is your paper of choice? Are you going with the Will Ferrell or the Classic Christmas?
I think I'm gonna go with the classic.
All right, here you go.
All right.
And then here's your scissors. Let me get some more scissors.
Oh boy. Y'all can't laugh at me.
Okay, and I also need to get my tape ready too.
What do I do? I just cut it like this way?
Yeah, so what you want to do is, and then also you want to flip it. You want the back side to be shown.
Gotcha.
So you want to make sure you have enough to go over and then enough to cover the other way, but you don't want to waste it. So I would probably cut it like right here. Like if you, do you think that'll be enough to cover it?
I think so.
So when you were growing up, were you the type of kid to like peek under your Christmas tree?
Of course. I was, you know, I had to see what I was getting before I got it. Just like, you know, most of us at that age, a little young and fast, and just trying to see what mama got us under the tree. But yeah, I peeked a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. I think my mama had to stop double wrapping stuff.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause I was getting bad. It's to the point where I make the tears be a little too big. Okay.
Okay, so now I don't know if you have enough. Okay, so you don't have enough, but okay, so this is actually a good scenario because if you find yourself in this predicament, all you have to do is just flip it. So we're gonna do it like, oh no, just kidding. you don't have enough, you have to do it again. You have to edit that because you have to fold it.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. No, that's good though. Leave that in there. Leave that in there because they want to see the mistakes, what not to do.
Yeah, so make sure, like, I'm all about conservation. Like, I don't want to waste paper, but then you also just want to give yourself a little more room. So maybe overestimate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go about right here.
Because keep in mind, you want to leave yourself enough room to fold the edge.
Gotcha.
So it can't
that's
be
key.
exact. That's key. Because this would actually work, but you wouldn't have been able to fold it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
now.
Like this.
Yep, so now just fold your edges. And at first, I was folding all four, but I see now that's not necessary. It's just these.
Too long.
Yeah. And the reason why you want to fold it, because this is going to make your edges look crispy. It's not, like, required, but I notice, like, when I do it like this, it looks a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. Now stop.
You're doing good.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
How is this method different from, like, how you normally wrap your gifts?
Honestly, this is a more precise, you have to have a little bit of patience, put some time aside to wrap these gifts. But
Patience and maybe a little bit of wine.
Yes, definitely. If you're into drinking some wine, definitely do some wine, because you're gonna need it. But honestly, I think it makes the gifts look a lot better, like the way I do it, I'll just wrap it up, put tape and
Are you one of those people that does it like I was explaining before,
Yep.
like when you bunch it up?
I'll turn it into a little bun, put the tape around it like the scrunchy thing, call it a day.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I didn't, you know what it was, is just that I wasn't really never big on wrapping gifts. I was more into seeing the gifts just being given to the children, just watching that. But I was never really a rapper. But I'm glad that I'm learning how to do it now because, this tradition will never die out.
Yeah.
So, better late than never. So, now what?
Okay.
Oh,
so
now
we gotta trim the edges. Can you show like how much you have, how much excess? So this is where his box ends, right here. So all this has to go.
That's the box. Okay. So you said.
Yeah. So just gently, like not too hard. Like you don't want to put too much pressure, because if you do, then the corners will rip. But you're fine.
Okay.
And then you want to cut, most of that excess off.
How about you? When you were growing up, was you a peeker?
I guess I'll admit it. Yes, I used to peek every year, and a lot of times I would pretend like I didn't know. I would act surprised, but I knew exactly what was in there. I'm sure we're all guilty of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, it's hard, like to see those gifts, and it's just like, hard not to peek.
Exactly.
Such a tease.
I mean, you've been asking for that gift all year long. You just want to make sure you actually got it. That's how I, looked at it. So should I fold this?
So if you think it's gonna show, yes, but if you can hide it, you don't have to.
I'll do a little fold if that's
Ooh.
I'm trying. Now that I know this, I'm trying to get a little fancy with it. Something like that.
Oh, and then you want to fold this one too. So what you can do, tape that down.
This.
That way you have room to work. And then try to smooth out these wrinkles.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We're trying to make this as aesthetically pleasing as possible. So you're doing great.
Thank you. It's good for the ego.
I'm impressed.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Hey, for a man that's not a rapper.
And then fold it, and then now it's gonna look nice and crispy.
Oh. I'm
Look
gonna
at
push
you
the
go.
gift out the other way though. Just gotta be a little gentle with it.
So see how your corners are ripping? So you just have to be more gentle.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you're on the right track. You just have to be more delicate.
Okay.
That's all.
No rushing, guys. No rushing.
Enjoy the process.
Gotta take it easy. Right now, I'm kind of rushing. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm realizing that as I'm doing it. So you really gotta slow down. Just really take your time and have fun doing it, man. It's for the kids, for the family.
So I just remembered my last day working at that Christmas store. So the service that we used to offer, it was like right around Christmas time. I want to say it was like 2 weeks before Christmas. Anytime somebody bought something at the store, they could request like a free gift wrap. It was very basic, like it was just a box and then a little bit of ribbon, but it's like completely free. And I remember on my very last day, I was already kind of on my way out anyways. It was just a temporary seasonal job, and I knew I wasn't going to be there much longer after Christmas. But I remember about a week before Christmas, this guy comes in and he asked for the free wrapping, and he was really rude about it, so I was already not really excited about doing it for him. So, you know, I did my method. I thought it looked good, and then he had the audacity to comment on the quality and how he just was like super demanding that I redo it and that he wanted it perfect. And I'm just like, you know, this is a free service. Like, this is, you know, what you get for free.
Yeah.
And I just remember him being like so unsatisfied and super rude, and so needless to say, that was my last day.
Well, I'm glad you didn't have to deal with that no more.
Looking good, looking very, very good.
I'm proud of myself. I think this is the best gift I have ever wrapped. And this is an example.
Good job, babe.
So, just so y'all can see.
Look at those crispy edges, and then all your seams and tape is on the back. So now you have the whole front side to decorate.
That's the back. But look how nice that front looks.
Yay!
High five on that.
Good job.
Right, I'll take that.
Alright, so now I have something up my sleeve that I want to try. Do you have time?
Yeah, I have time. What's up?
Let's have a race.
A race? To see who can do this faster?
Yes.
Oh boy. Alright.
Are you down?
Yeah, why not? Let's see.
Alright, so now that you are a master gift wrapper, are you ready for this race?
I am ready.
Oh, alright. So let's see who can wrap the fastest. You ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, go.
Alright.
Josh and I love making a game out of even the most simplest things like gift wrapping. It just makes life more fun, and we are all about fun, especially during the holidays. And if you were to ask him, he would definitely tell you that I'm always trying to make a bet or game or wager on something. So we would love to see some of your favorite funny holiday moments. Send us your favorite holiday gift wrapping or even just holiday moments. I'll put the email address in the description box below. And who knows, I might even feature it on a future video.
Yay, I won! Look at his face. This is perfect. This is exactly how I feel.
As you can see, I was nowhere next to being finished. So, she won that race.
But you're pretty close.
Yeah.
Especially for your first time doing this method.
You know, I try, but I can't compete with a master on this one. Nope, I can't. See, I would just try to cheat it out because I lost. And then I would just do something like this.
But E for effort. It looks good.
Thank you.
Yay!
As you can see, I kind of cheated on that. So, yeah, and then this is perfect. So
good.
she's the winner.
Woo!
Yeah, she's the winner.
But I just want to point out, so in that short amount of time, we were able to get 5 gifts wrapped just between the two of us.
Yeah, teamwork.
You know, and they look pretty good. So I would say that was pretty efficient.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yes. So that's going to do it for today's video, or that's going to do it for today's tutorial. Please try out this method. If you have a better method or a more efficient method that you like, definitely let me know. I would love to hear from you. So drop a comment below, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and also let us know any other videos you guys want to see. Drop it in a comment, let us know so we can make them for you guys.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so thank you guys, and hope you liked the video.
All right, bye.